How you doing, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Andy. You're tuned into the Woodshed 3. I appreciate everybody tuning in today. It is January 2nd, 2022. And we are in the garage working on the 8BA that's going to be going into the Model A. We're going to see if this thing's got compression and do a couple little tests and see if this motor is going to be good to go the way it is, or if we're going to have to rebuild it or take it apart and see what's going on. So yeah, we are here in the woodshed and we're going to try to make the best of it. It's rainy and drizzly outside, so we're not working on the truck. 2022 is going to be the year for this car and the truck. So we got a lot of work to do. So we're gonna jump right in and we're going to start taking the plugs out. We got to get the starter plate installed and the starter installed, and so we got quite a bit to do. Okay, so sorry for the shadow, but the starter lower plate is on. Now, if you recall the last video, this starter, no good, just because of the post. I got this starter from Chuck, who I work with. He had this in his barn full of tricks, so we're going to put this in there and try to use that. So we're going to try to install that like that. One starter installed. Now I'm going to find some cables, get the battery out of the front seat of my truck, and alright everybody, I'm back. I had to run to the store. I had to get battery cables. I didn't have any battery cables. And I do apologize for the lighting over here because it is a little dark over here in this part of my shop. I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff here. The engine hoist. Unplug all everything that I've got plugged up here. I've got all the orifices and stuff plugged up just because I don't want critters getting into anything, because we got a problem with critters. Lots of critters around here. So when we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna blow it out first. Try to get any crap out of anything that's in the watering system. But we're just gonna try it because I don't have really water access right now. Well, that's not gonna do anything because really doing anything. Oh. Take off that other. Take off this other temperature sensor and blow it through there too. Don't know much about the history of this motor. It was given to me by a friend down in southern Connecticut, which I really appreciated. I will give kudos to them, him and his wife. Temperature sensor. Oh, see that? These cables are not going to be actually used for this motor. I need the longer cables for the truck anyways, that have the positive doubled up on a cable, and I don't like that. So these cables will be donated to the truck. All right, so okay, so we don't know what's going to happen. I do want to do a couple things. I want to open the distributor, make sure the distributor is turning, as well as seeing if it moves with this starter. I want to see if this distributor is going to turn, and it feels pretty tight. And we're going to see if the points, I mean, everything looks pretty good. This doesn't look like a high miles. Well, moment of truth. I don't know if I want to stand next to it like that, because I don't know what's going to come out of these cylinders. Because I did have JB Weld, or not JB Weld, I had, make sure this is in neutral. Alright, that should be neutral. Moment of truth. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Okay, well, nothing's happening with that starter. Wonderful. All that work for nothing. All right, well, let's try one other thing. Let's try hooking battery charger up. Maybe there's just nothing in this battery. I'm gonna go to 200 amp start. We're gonna give this thing a jolt. Let's see. Starter is not. All right, so a little frustrating. That's what happens when you work on old stuff. Both starters I have they're junk. They don't work. So back to the drawing board. I'm gonna have to look up and purchase a starter and go from there. I did verify that it does turn by hand. I can turn the motor over, so there's no reason. So I'm gonna buy a brand new starter and eliminate that part of it. So until I get the starter in, we'll start this again, or we'll do it again. I'll save this. Yeah, we'll just do it again. So, peace. La 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 la.